to another episode of Mindset Breakthroughs, the UPWA, with your server, Sandra Bravo. I am your host. I am here in beautiful Gold Coast of Australia, where it is nearly spring. The sun is shining. And on behalf of Success Resources, Tony Robbins, and myself, welcome. I hope you're excited to be here. I am going to be checking your comments on the chat. So go ahead and let me know where you're watching from today. Where are you tuning in from? Your name and whether you are waking up with me in bed at 6 in the morning in Europe, or whether you are having lunch in Asia in the middle of the day, or whether you're here in Australia with me at 2 in the afternoon, or whether you're in North America or Mexico or Canada and it's late at night for you. So let me know in the comments. I think my life hasn't come up yet, so I'm waiting for. There's normally, okay, here we go. So there's normally a bit of a delay, but I've got it now. So Vivian, hello Sandra, hello, welcome. So I'm going to be reading your comments and I'm going to be calling you out. So engage, invite someone that you care for to come and participate, because remember, every day, every lesson, every new learning that we are having here together stacks up on top of the other in order to give you breakthroughs and new lessons and learnings that will be ingrained into your cellular system. Today, I'm really excited because we're going to be talking about decision rich environment. How do you design a decision rich environment? The power of decision making. You've probably heard several times that successful business owners, successful entrepreneurs have the ability to make decisions fast. Money likes speed. Business success likes speed. So being able to make decisions fast is a great ability for you to learn if you want to be successful in business, with money, in life, in relationships. So go ahead and share your name. I can see there's a bunch of you watching us. So type in the comments below your name and where are you watching from today, because I'm really excited for us to learn together. And the more I see your engagement, the more that you will get from me. So speaking of decision making, have you made the decision to join UPW Live yet? If you haven't, head over quickly to bringthefreedom.com. Bringthefreedom.com. That means bring the freedom to you, because there is no one else in the world like Tony Robbins to help you bring the freedom into your life, whether it's in relationships, in health, in finances, in career, in your passion, your purpose, whatever it is. Tony Robbins is the number one peak performance coach in the world. He's the man, the legend, the only Tony Robbins. And for the very first time ever, you get the opportunity to learn from him, from the man himself, in the comfort of your home for only $3.97 if it's Australian, or $2.95 if it's US dollars, depending when you want to do it, September or October. There's different dates, different times. Go ahead and join. If you didn't hear, Tony Robbins has done his first UPW virtual last month in North American hours, and it was a huge success. There were like 26,000 people from all over the world. I was there with my daughter Alana, who is 13, doing it here in my home office, and it was a huge success. Tony Robbins built a $2 million virtual studio so that he can reach you regardless of where you are in the world. Imagine in the past, you had to pay 10 times as much, at least $2,000 or $3,000, pay for flights, pay for hotels to go and learn from him. Today, thanks to lockdown, you get to learn from him, from the man, the legend himself, Tony Robbins, together, virtually, in the comfort of your home for a tiny bit of the price. You will never have that opportunity again. So go and head over to bringthefreedom.com. I'm going to be there, and I'm very excited to see you. That you and I may even be in a breakout room together doing some of the processes. All right. Get ready to learn. So if you don't yet have your notebook, grab your notebook or your notepad or your index cards, grab your pen and get ready to learn. Because if you attended Success Resources Virtual with us in the last few months, you know that families that learn together, succeed together, and grow together and stay together. So let's learn. Today we're talking about decision-rich environment. And I love this topic. I could just go on forever. We're actually going to have a special event that is going to be longer, like about an hour. I think it's on Wednesday or Thursday, and I'm going to go deeper into this because this is a very, very important topic. So I'm not seeing your comments. Okay, here we go. Who is this? Pei Chong. Greetings, Sandra. Hello, welcome back. I know you tuned in with us yesterday, so I'm excited to see you. Charmaine is here. Vivian is here. So welcome, guys. Keep engaging on the chat with me on the comments below. Now, listen, Tony Robbins says, how you ultimately make tough decisions can mean the difference between failure and between success, as well as the difference between fulfillment or the horrible sense of emptiness. Which one do you want? Put it in the comments. Do you want failure or do you want success? Do you want fulfillment or do you want a lack of purpose and emptiness? Trust me, I've been there to both sides of the coin and it doesn't feel cool. I much rather have success. I much rather have fulfillment and joy for what I do. And as you can tell, I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm very energetic because I love what I do. Every time that I get to change someone's life or to be able to provide a breakthrough for someone, it just makes my day. It brings so much joy and happiness into my heart that I could just keep going. Dennis Stan, welcome. So good to see you here again. Yes, Tony is coming to you into your living room. Families that learn together and stay together. I love it. I'm pretty sure Dennis and I did Stay with Destiny together here in Gold Coast probably about 8 years ago. So um, again, if you haven't made important decisions to join UPW Virtual, you can still go ahead and do it. So let's talk about decision-rich environment. Let me ask you a question. Are you dealing right now with more frequent power struggles these days, whether it's in your business, at work, or with your children at home? Because let me tell you, especially right now when our world has been turned upside down, like it has in the past few months, what happens is that it's easy for everyone to feel a little bit more on the edge and out of control. You probably find that people are a little bit more cranky and intolerable, and just depending where you are in the world, you're probably still in lockdown, or probably you went back to lockdown, or probably you have a little bit more freedom. We're very fortunate here in Queensland state where I live, where yes, we locked up the interstate borders again because New South Wales and Victoria were having a few cases. But I'm very fortunate that at least within our state, we already have a lot of freedom, and the kids are back to school, and we're able to do things outdoors and get together with people, which is exciting. But depending where you are, it's really affected people. So people are more on the edge and cranky and intolerable. And so that's why using the decision rich environment tool is critically important, whether it's in your business, at work, or at home, especially during these uncertain times. Let me tell you something really exciting. I mean, first of all, with UPW, you have a day on health, a day on relationships, a day on businesses, and limiting beliefs, and removing that, and the formula for ultimate success, and all of the 6 human needs, and all the amazing things that Tony Robbins covered. But one thing I love is that every strategy we talk about here or with Tony Robbins, the beautiful thing of it is that you can apply it in your business, so with your employees, you can apply at work with your colleagues if you're employed, and you can apply at home with your kids and your spouse. So it's beautiful because we teach you the fundamentals, and then it's really exciting for you to go and implement and put it in place, and you can see that you can do it, with your work colleagues at work, with your employees in your business, or with your family at home. So apply it to what's the most urgent need for you, to the area that is going to make the biggest difference in your life. And that's the same with decision rich environment. I don't know if you tuned in yesterday, we had a free bonus gift session that I did yesterday, which was Sunday afternoon for me, because I had a few ladies here in my house who are my clients. Some of them are my friends, and a lot of them have done UPW with Tony Robbins. And I got them to share. We're all having a girly day in the spa. We put some facials on. We went in the sauna, and I got them to share with you on the live. What difference has it made to lives, and how we transform the lives being able to do UPW with Tony Robbins. So if you haven't watched that, you can always scroll back down wherever you're watching us from today. Scroll back down, and it's probably there, the replay from yesterday. It was really powerful. And so we're going to keep going through this. Now, listen, at UPW Virtual, you will learn all of the ins and outs of creating a decision rich environment, because Tony is going to take it to a whole new level. I'm just like giving you the little bits and pieces here. So, a decision rich environment meets other humans' need for power and control through the use of positive choices. We all have the need, one way or another, some of us more than others, but we, even you kids, have the need for power and control. And so it's a really good way to address this, whether it's with kids or with adults, through the use of positive choices, which, again, Tony is going to take it to a whole new level when you come to UPW Virtual. But let me tell you, this tool, when you learn to use it properly, it gives your team, your staff, your work colleagues, and even your partner and your kids a feeling of control over their own lives, the ability to change their circumstances, and the feeling of being capable. And who doesn't like feeling capable, right? Whether all the way from when we're kids to when we're adults, we all like to feel that we're capable. We all like to believe in ourselves. So offering choices in the moment will also diffuse power struggles. Again, whether it's with your team, with your employees, with your boss, with your colleagues, with your kids, with your spouse. When you give them the option, so they feel like they had an input into the decision, because you're providing them with a decision rich environment, then that will allow you to diffuse any possibility for a power struggle when two people are competing against each other. Now, when the other person carefully considers the choice that you're offering them at hand, it temporarily takes the focus off the behavior that you either want to enforce, if it's a positive one, or the behavior that you want to put a stop to, if it's not a positive one. So when the other person, whether it's an adult or a child, whether it's an employee or a business owner or a colleague or someone in your family, when the other person has a couple of options to consider, putting up a struggle might not even cross their mind. Because what happens is nobody likes to be told what to do. If you're a rebel like me, and I've shared this before, like being from Mexico and being the only daughter with three brothers in a Catholic family, I became a rebel. I didn't like to be told what to do. I don't like to be imposed over me what to do. I like to have a choice. I like to feel like I have free will to make my own decisions. So if you're anything like me, which you probably are because you're a human being and you're here with us, then you like to feel that you have some sort of that you're in charge of making your own decisions, right? So the trick here, as a leader that you are in your life, because think about it, you're a leader in any area of your life, whether you're a leader at work, whether you're a leader in your business, whether you're a leader in your church, in your community, with your kids, with your family. There is some aspect in your life that has you being the leader of it. So as a leader, when you learn to use this powerful tool, it does miracles for you, because now the other person doesn't feel like you're imposing over them. They feel like you're giving them the choice, the free will to make a decision of what they want, because you're presenting them with options, with choices. And who doesn't like to give to have choices, right? This is a beautiful thing about growing yourself and getting rid of your limiting beliefs and being able to create a life of success and fulfillment and financial, because it gives you freedom to choose what you want to do, whenever you want to do it, with whoever you want to do it. That's why we call it bringthefreedom.com. So what happens is I'm going to give you an example. For example, with my kids. So let's say they're watching a movie. They're in the middle of a movie that they love. And I know it's going to be a bit of a struggle to get them off the screen, whether they're in we have a cinema room here at home, or whether it's on their devices. I know it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get them off if the movie is halfway through, to get them to come and have dinner. So instead of saying, let's have dinner now, which is gonna open the option for a power struggle. I don't want to come now. I'm in the middle of the movie. It's not finished. Whatever. I give them the option. Would you like to have dinner now, or in 10 minutes? See what I'm doing here? So now they feel important. They feel like they're in control because now they get to choose. And whether they have dinner now or in 10 minutes is good enough for me anyway, because in 10 minutes is not the food is not going to get cold, or you know what I mean, it's not a deal breaker to wait for 10 or 15 minutes to go and have dinner. But if I just say, hey guys, let's have dinner, I know they're going to get cranky and they're going to start arguing, and then it's going to end up in a power struggle, which nobody enjoys, because it just brings your energy and your mood down. And for me, my energy is so important. I'm so protective of my energy. We're going to talk about environments one day this week, so stay tuned. Come back, same day. I mean, every day, same place, same time, okay? Which is 2 p.m. Sydney time, or 12 midday in Asia, or 6 a.m. in Europe. Come back every day at the same place, same time. And one of these days this week, I can't remember what day it is, but we're going to talk about environment, which I love because it's so powerful. So for me, protecting my energy, because I know I'm very conscious of vibrating at a high frequency of energy, so I attract amazing things and opportunities into my life. So, if I say to the kids, let's go have dinner now, I know it's going to open room for a power struggle, and then it doesn't make anyone feel good. So I present them with a decision rich environment. I give them options. Hey, girls, would you like to have dinner now or in 10 minutes? I know they're going to say in 10 minutes because they don't want to interrupt the movie, but that's good enough for me. And guess what? They made the decision, not me. You see that? So it makes a big difference. What happens at work? So when I used to be in the corporate world and I was leading a lot of different sales teams a few years ago, um, if I needed to do some roster jobs in the shop before we open up to the public, I would go and ask my staff members. So, would you like to put the brochures up in the shelves, or would you like to do the F plus reconciliation from yesterday? Again, if I said, hey, can you please come and help me, they probably would feel like, oh, I'm in the middle of something, and they may not say something, but they're probably gonna delay, avoid, procrastinate, or roll their eyes, or come with an attitude. And I don't like people with an attitude, because again, it lowers my energy, and I'm very protective of my energy, right? So instead of saying, hey Ebony, or hey Lucy, would you can you come and help me with the brochures, I would just be like, hey Ebony, would you like to put the brochures up on the shelves, or would you like to reconcile the FPOS machine from yesterday? So I'm giving them an option. So again, they feel like they're in charge. They feel important. I am meeting the need for power and control, because now they feel like they got to make the decision, right? Doesn't matter to me whether they do this one or that one. They're going to help me anyway, and it's going to get done, right? And then I'll ask the next person the other two roster jobs that need to be done, like which one they prefer to do. So, but I am empowering them. Okay, it's very different. Enabling someone, that empowering someone, it helps them grow, it helps them feel good about themselves. And whenever you get the opportunity to help someone feel good about themselves, guess what? They're going to be attracted to you like a magnet. They're going to enjoy working with you. They're going to enjoy being around you. They're going to look up to your leadership style. And they don't know why, but subconsciously, there's this magnet that attracts them to you. Why? Because you are empowering them, because you're allowing them to feel good about themselves, because now you gave them the choice to make a decision, and they felt important making that decision, right? With your employees or your business partners, same thing. Hey, would you like us to have the meeting at 4 p.m. today, or at 9 in the morning tomorrow? It's like, okay, they're gonna have a meeting now. You're not asking them, would you like to meet or not? You're giving them the option of, do you want to meet at 4 p.m. today or at 9 a.m. tomorrow? So now guess what? it doesn't even, in the subconscious, it doesn't even open the possibility for debating, for giving you a power of struggle of, well, I don't want to meet. What if I don't want to meet? I don't want to talk to you about it or whatever. It doesn't give the subconscious the opportunity to contemplate the possibility of a debate and a power struggle. So you just presenting them, okay, with a platter of options. You are putting a decision rich environment in front of them, and now they get to choose whether they want to meet at 4 p.m. today or at 9 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. And guess what? They feel empowered. They feel good about themselves because they feel like they got to make the decision themselves. So you always give them an option A or option B. If you're in sales and you're talking to your client, and you presented, you obviously took the time to listen to the needs, what it is that they want, you put the package together of what they want, and now you're ready to offer it to them and make sure that they're happy with it. If they're not happy, then you go and change your options. Once you get that signal, body language, energy, could be words, communication, whatever it is, that they're happy with what you're offering them, you're not going to move forward if they're not, if they're looking like, oh, that's not really what I wanted, right? So you need to be smart enough to listen, change what they want. Once you see with your body language, you have that rapport and they're happy with it, now it's time to ask for the sale. So same thing. You're going to give them options. You're going to present them with a decision-rich environment. So would you like to pay with cash or credit card today? See that? It's like I am making the assumption that they're going to take whatever it is that I am offering them, whatever it is that I'm enrolling them into. Would you like to pay in full today or just a deposit? See that one? So this is communication from my subconscious to theirs, because now I am closing the doors of the possibility for their subconscious to reject what I'm offering them, to give me pushback, to debate, because I am presenting them with options. Now they feel important subconsciously. They're not thinking about this. Subconsciously, now they feel important that they get to make a decision. They get to choose whether they want A or B. But see, for me, it doesn't matter because both ways come to the same result. I want the same outcome, which is getting the sale, which is getting the meeting with my business partner, which is getting my staff member to do their task, which is getting the kids to the dinner table within the next 30 minutes. See what I mean? So, but I'm presenting them with options. So now they feel good. As I'm saying, I am not giving the subconscious any opportunity for them to try and debate or push back or reject what it is that I'm offering them or that I'm asking them to do. Because by presenting them with options, now they're like, oh, unconsciously they're making the decision, they feel good about it because now it's meeting the need of power and control, being in charge. They're in charge because they got to make the decision. They got to decide whether they had dinner now or in 10 minutes. They got to decide whether they do this job or that job. They got to decide whether they meet with me today or tomorrow. They got to decide whether they pay in full or just a deposit. They got to decide whether they pay with credit card or with cash. How clever is that? Are you excited? Come on, give me some love on the comments on the chat if you're excited about what I'm sharing with you. Let me open them so I can see them. So give me some love. Come on, give me some love hearts or something over there because I am very excited about this. I don't know why this thing doesn't allow me. Maybe I logged into the wrong side. Anyway, so speaking of decisions, in terms of making the decision to join UPW Virtual, which you know is going to change your life forever. It's going to take it to a whole new level in whatever aspect, whatever area of your life that right now requires the most attention. Would you like to enroll into the September UPW Virtual or the October UPW Virtual? Well, if you go, when you go to bringthefreedom.com, you get to choose what option you prefer. September dates or October dates. Whether you pay in US dollars or in Australian dollars is your choice. Which one do you choose? Would you like to attend UPW Virtual in September or would you like to attend UPW Virtual in October? Please go ahead and make your decision on bringthefreedom.com. You get to choose which one you want. Now, Whenever you watch this live, whether you are live with me right now or whether you're gonna watch a replay of this later in any of the Success Resources channels or UPW or on my fan page on my website on Facebook, please share in the comments below. This is your challenge. This is your homework. In what ways can you create today, a decision-rich environment? Whether it's for your business, whether it's for your work, or whether it is at home with your loved ones. What decision-rich environment can you create for the people in your business that work for you, for the people in your work, your colleagues, or for the people in your home? Because let me tell you something. The only way to become a better decision maker, and Tony Robbins says this, is to make more of them. Make decisions more often. Make your priority to make decisions daily, all the time. Make more decisions faster. Because making conscious decisions continuously all day, every day is like any other muscle. The muscles get stronger when you use them. And a real decision, okay, how do you know that you made a bunch of decisions today or not? Let me tell you, and I hope you're taking note. Grab your pen and paper, please. A real decision is measured by the fact that you've taken a new action. That's when you know you've made a decision. If you haven't taken a new action, you haven't yet made a decision. So when you say maybe tomorrow, I'm going to think about it, you didn't take any new action. So that means you haven't made any decision as yet. You've been procrastinating, you've been fooling yourself. And guess what? Just like anything else in life, it becomes a habit. If you are constantly saying, I think about it, maybe tomorrow, whatever, delaying, postponing, procrastinating, it becomes a habit. And I don't know any successful person, successful business owner, successful entrepreneur who is not a good decision maker. But that's a muscle that you build. And in order to become better at making decisions, you just need to make more of them, more often, all the time. Go and make decisions. So, for example, if you haven't yet signed up for UPW Virtual, you haven't made a decision. You'll know you made a decision when you take a new action. What does the action look like? Well, you go ahead to bringthefreedom.com, you click to choose your September or your October days, and you buy your ticket. You took the action of buying the ticket, of getting your purse out of your bag and taking your credit card out, okay? And going ahead and paying for it. That's how you know you took the action to get this, to put the credit card number to pay for it. That's when you know you made a decision because you took a new action. Now, make your decisions intelligently, but make them quickly. Just decide. You know what the biggest issue is for people that are broke, for people that are not successful, for people that are not fulfilled, for people that are not in the relationship they want to be? They hesitate, and hesitance equals pain. Okay, so you gotta make decisions. You know what? If it's the wrong decision, it doesn't matter. You just make the next decision, boom, and it's done. The problem is when you hesitate. I want you to write this down and ingrain it and burn it into your cellular system. Hesitance equals pain. And I've had that lesson in my life so many times. You gotta make decisions. It doesn't matter if it's the right or the wrong decision. You just train the muscle of making decisions. Make the decision. If it's not the right decision, then you just make the next decision. Boom, end of the story. And the more decisions you make, the more often you make them, the better you become at making decisions in the right way. The better decision maker you become, and the better decision maker you are, the more successful you will be in every area of your life. Tony Robbins says, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Never, ever, ever leave the scene of a decision without first taking a specific action towards its realization. If you know you want to attend UPW, do not leave today's live without going to bringthefreedom.com and registering to secure your spot. I'm going to repeat it again because Tony Robbins says it all the time. Never, ever leave the scene of a decision without first taking a specific action towards its realization. Because once you take an action, whether it's small or big, you've taken a new action. That means you've taken a step forward in that decision making decisions often, one that can move you into a new direction. If you want a better life, if you want better relationships, more money, a better business, or quit your job to start your business, or a promotion in your work, whatever it is, guess what? If you were gonna do it on your own, you would have made it by now. So if you are not where you like to be, if you know that there's another level for you, now is the time to engage into UPW virtual, because you know what? There is no one better in the world than the man pledging himself, Tony Robbins. And now, for the first time ever, you get the opportunity to learn from him for a tiny, tiny, tiny portion of the price that you would normally pay. You know, people pay Tony Robbins $1 million to coach him for 1 year, and there is a massive waiting list. So it's not even if you just have the $1 million to pay him to be coached by him, you can't just get in. There's a massive waiting list. So how lucky are you that today you get to learn from him for a tiny portion of the price when you go to bringthefreedom.com. So make decisions, learn from your decisions. Even if you make the wrong one, what can you learn from it? Just make the next decision and move on. People that are controlled by the decision of the environment, they go with the flow of the river. Don't be one of them. Don't be one of those people that just wake up and is like, oh, I'll just let the day happen to me. I'll let others choose for me. I'll let the environment choose for me. They're called, you know what? Don't be one of them. Make decisions, make them fast, and make a lot of them. Make the decision today to take your life to a whole new level when you allow yourself to be mentored by the man, the legend himself, Tony Robbins, at UPW Virtual at bringthefreedom.com. Let me tell you just a quick story about myself. So, maybe 8 years ago, I think, I was doing this event called Train the Trainer, right? And I was really excited. And there was opportunity for just a handful of people out of the hundreds that were there to do a little trial, a little practice on a stage and get feedback from the trainers. And I just thought, oh my God, how cool. I would love to be up there on stage, right? But I was petrified. I let the fear take over. So I procrastinated and avoided making a decision. So I saw people putting their hand up, going up to do it. They would do a brief 3 5 minute thing on a stage. I get feedback from the trainer and all of that. And it was my dream to become a trainer and a speaker on a stage. So this event was 5 days. And so I thought about it every day because I was so scared. I procrastinated. I hesitated. I avoided making a decision. So finally, by day 4, I think, I finally found the courage and I went, okay, I'm making a decision. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my hand up and I'm going to go and get up on a stage and do this thing. So I get there nice and early. I knock at the door. They haven't opened the doors for the seminar. And I'm like, hi, I'm here to practice, backstage with the ones that want to do a little thing on the stage. And say to me, sorry, there are no more spots. It's full. Oh my God, I wanted to shoot myself. I was so mad with myself that I hesitated, that I didn't make the decision fast enough to join because I knew I wanted that thing so bad, but I let the fear take over. I procrastinated, I hesitated, and guess what? I missed that. You probably heard the saying, if you snooze, you lose. If you snooze, you lose. Wake up, don't snooze, because you'll lose. Go ahead and make the decision. And so what happened after that? I was so mad with myself that I just went, never again will I allow the hesitance of the indecision to get on the way. And so ever since, I went and did the next thing that was after that a few months later. And that time I thought nothing and no one is going to stop me. I'm going to make decisions. I'm going to make them fast. Even if I'm scared, even if there's fear, I'm going to let nothing get on the way. And that's what I did. At the next opportunity, I was like, who wants to come on a stage to practice? And I would be like, me, pick me, pick me. I would be jumping on the chair and like, they're all like, whoa, this girl really wants it. Yes. I was decisive. And guess what? It worked. I started teaching and speaking on a stage and emceeing and traveling all over the world. I left my job to live my dream life, to teach, trying to speak others, whether it's virtually or on physical stages all over the world. So What decision do you need to make yourself today in order to take your life to a whole new level? And I'm going to leave you with that. I'm Sandra Bravo on behalf of Success Resources, Tony Robbins, and myself, Sandra Bravo, signing off from Gold Coast of Australia. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same place, same time, and go to bringthefreedom.com to get your UPW ticket. What decision, what important decision do you need to make today to take your life to a whole new level? I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye for now.